Section 12.3, double integrals and polar coordinates, video 9. I'm guessing that during the previous video, some of you who were watching this might have been yelling, "Hey, you forgot something, you forgot something." Of course I couldn't hear you, so I went along my merry way, got an answer, checked it in the book, and it disagreed. So when I paused the previous video, I kept focusing on where did I mess up the trig? Where did I mess up the algebra? And I couldn't find a mistake. So I looked at the author's explanation, which I'll be honest, the evaluation of this integral on page 713 does take some liberties and skip some steps. One big step that they take, just magically out of nowhere, is they change the limits of integration and double the coefficient in front from 4 to 8. The trick they're using is the fact that they're integrating an even function over an interval centered at 0, and when you do that, you can just integrate that function from 0 to whatever and double the integral, and that's how they pull that move off. But at the end, I couldn't find a single trigonometric error, and I couldn't find a single algebraic error. And then I noticed something at the very beginning. A very common mistake in any math problem is focusing so hard on one aspect of it that you lose sight of another part. I'm assuming some of you know which part I lost focus on, but just to take you back through that journey, we're here, I'm focusing on cosine of the 4th power. I know I'm going to have to do a lot of trigonometric and algebraic smoke and mirrors to get it ready to integrate. I got down here, got it ready to integrate, stuck in the integral, and forgot this 4. So, now shut. That 4 should have been lurking around the entire time. 4, 4, 4, 4 times 4. The 4 reduces the 8 into a 2. We get 3 power over 2, which is the answer that is in the back of the book. Of course, if you were writing this out on a test, and I can't speak for Mr. Walker, but if I were grading it, I would be very pleased with all the work and maybe take off a point for forgetting the 4. If you're doing this problem in an online homework platform, it is way less forgiving. It would just go, your answer is wrong. So this just goes to show, number one, the best of us make the most casual of mistakes if we're not careful. And number two, when you're focusing on part of the problem, do not lose sight of the rest of the problem. This is actually a really common mistake in all levels of math, that you're so concentrated on something that you forget about something else. So, lesson learned.